All right, hit it, Mao.
All right.
Welcome back, universe, to episode 22 of season 3 of the Off the Rails podcast. Woo!
Clapping.
What?
He was doing the silent clapping.
Okay, great. And he would be Erik Koconis AKA Koco. Woo! He's the logistics director at the Interchange Theater Co-op. He's a stand-up comedian, improv comedian, and he is back with us for this always amazing Wednesday premiere episode on the Big Laugh Comedy Network. And hey, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, interested in a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com, or give him a call, 414-235-0763. They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs anywhere in the country. Roy knows everybody. He will hook you up. He spoke at Mr. Maggie's funeral. He knows everybody.
Hey.
That is Roy.
It was his birthday yesterday.
And it was his birthday, but this
happy
is
birthday, Roy.
Happy birthday.
So it was his birthday last Friday.
That's Friday.
There you go. This week,
Happy belated birthday whenever this recording comes out.
yes, this week we meet the new Ask Bungee, How to Sit on a Toilet, Hostage Cat, Cheerleading Mother, Bee Chick, People Losing It on Airplanes, Pickleman, Bad Hashtags, Dad Bods, Last Paycheck, Soup Nazi Kitchen, Beer Goggles, Marrying a Roller Coaster, and I got pages and pages more if we need on this always amazing Wednesday premiere episode. So you guys want to meet the luckiest kid alive?
Sure.
Yes.
Definitely. So here we go. We got this going on here. How's that? You want it bigger? Let's go bigger.
Do it.
Here is the luckiest kid alive right there.
I saw this.
Yeah, you saw this one?
I did.
Okay, so it's a mother in some sort of office building with her kid, and the kid, uh-oh.
Oh, he's getting ready to jump.
Oh! William's going, whoa! She went over.
The reaction speed of that woman.
Wow, you grabbed his little foot. Oh,
Why
I hope
were
that
there-
sock doesn't come off.
Got
Why
his
were
foot.
there no rails on it?
Yeah.
No idea.
There's rails next to it.
He went in between them and pulled him up. Look at the speed of that mother.
That doesn't look like there's any guardrails there.
Oh,
it
no.
doesn't. I bet you she shit her pants.
Yeah, Will almost shit his pants watching that. He's got grandkids.
Yeah. That's ooh.
That is how quick stuff can go.
Where did
Bad.
that happen? Florida?
That's amazing.
That is maternal instinct right there.
Yeah.
Like that's a legend of like, you know, like you can flip a car over if your kid is underneath it because of the adrenaline. Like you just get superhuman strength for just a second.
Right.
Yeah, because she only had that little tootsie.
Oh,
Mhm.
just think if you just couldn't quite grab it.
Oh,
Oh,
if
my
the
God.
foot was sweaty.
Oh.
Whoa.
The video could have gone.
And that was an elevator. You don't know how many stories up they were.
Right?
Good
It's
reaction
the
time.
most horrific thing you can think of. I mean, your heart's got to just be pounding in your
Even the
chest.
people that were watching it, did
Like,
you see
they all
afterwards?
came
They were like
running
on the
out.
floor just
Right.
like this because they were.
They wanted to see a splattered kid.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh no, that's the last thing I want to
Oh.
see.
Well, we got a
Gosh.
better kid story here.
Yeah.
Here's the new poop challenge that
Oh.
parents are doing.
What is-
Here we go.
No, I can't. It's right there on the floor. Please. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Oh, you white poop on
I'm
her.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Made the kid come in to bring her the toilet paper.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This is
sorry.
Canada. I'm sorry.
Oh. She's just slowly getting more hysterical.
All the emotions that kid is having.
She doesn't know if she wants to scream or laugh.
She's laughing.
Oh, she's not even.
Oh,
She's
God.
laughing. She's mad.
Oh.
It's all the emotions at once.
What a drama queen.
Oh.
It's only a big.
pudding.
Oh, look at the cat.
Pudding.
It's chocolate pudding.
I played a prank on you. It's chocolate pudding. It's chocolate pudding. Look.
She should have just went
Don't
and licked
eat it.
it off. That kid is scarred for life.
It's chocolate pudding.
That's cruel.
What happened? It's chocolate pudding. It's not.
Now she's really mad.
I've
That's
seen,
not.
I've
That's
seen
not
other
nice.
ones of that, but that one's pretty good.
Oh,
I
how
wanna-
old's that kid?
I don't
You
know.
want a kid that you
I
can
wanna-
torment?
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
I
I would
think
do
it's
the,
cruel.
what?
Poor child.
Swipe a little poop on their hand? You think that's cool?
Yeah.
See how they react.
That kid is scarred.
Yeah. Only tapioca from here on out.
Pudding again, I swear.
What is that?
She was
What do you
driving.
think it is?
Oh, poor kid.
She was going through all the emotions in her head. Her brain was
She
on
was
maximum
laughing and
overload.
crying.
From
I
screaming
know.
to mad to laughing.
The kid does
Well,
have
I mean,
some
kids,
teamwork.
like naturally, they just like gross stuff anyway.
Hmm. But your mom's poop on your hand?
I saw one little boy, and he was like, "That's not poop, is it? That's not poop." It was
Wow.
cute.
You got to do that to your granddaughter.
Well, I'm not doing that to her.
Oh, come on. That would be great.
She's
I
his
would-
little princess.
Film it.
No,
We'll put it on the page. Now the wheels are
The
turning.
wheels are turning.
We've been doing all the off the rails challenges. You're the one that's got a little kid around. We did the bird box challenge. We did the bottle cap challenge.
Well, my granddaughter is more of a performer. She'll sing for me or have a conversation about
Just have her run and grab
changing
you
the
some
name of the
toilet paper.
Redskins.
Tom, you should do it to your dad.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I mean, y'all have
I
already
should.
done the thing where he's taking a shit while you're taking a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad
And
we
then-
couldn't film that.
That
That was
would have
great.
been, and you just laughed and laughed and laughed while he's shitting.
No, I was sucking air out the sewer hole because the shit was so bad. I was laying down in the shower trying to suck the drain hole air.
Eric is
Oh
so
my
confused and lost.
That's all right. Well, here, this will confuse you a little more. Check out the
White
ass
people.
bungee daredevil.
Wait, how
What?
are those
Why?
weird?
He pierced his ass in 4 different places.
Huh.
What?
It's not enough structural support.
No.
He's
And-
gonna rip his ass off.
I hope it does.
And now he's going.
No.
Here we go.
I
no,
hope
no,
so.
No, I don't want to watch
Rip it off.
this.
Rip it off. You idiot.
I don't want to see it.
I don't know.
Somebody's gonna need hip replacement.
He's going backwards.
Why would you do
Like,
that?
what is going through his mind right now?
Here's some
It's gonna
sound.
be so painful.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh! Oh, he's in pain. Oh, it's Russia. Of course it is.
Oh, he's
You hear the-
screaming.
We scream.
Oh no.
I want to see what his ass looks like
I
afterwards.
want to hear the scream again.
We didn't see him come back up.
They got to pull him back up, I think.
They missed out on the measurement. It was too
Oh.
long.
Oh, and then
Like that.
then they gotta
Stop
pull
doing
him back
cardio.
up from.
Oh, the scream was great.
Why would you do? Why? What did?
Oh,
Why would you?
what if it
People are.
out and then he's just gotta? Oh,
It's Russia. Come on, it's Russia.
It's Russia. I can give you a couple pictures of it here.
Like, did they say if he was hurt badly
I'm
from it?
sure he was. That's the stupidest thing.
I want to know if he's still in one piece.
Here, that's
Bizarre. Oh, God. Look at him crouched.
attached a piercing in his bum cheeks.
What made him? Did he lose a bet?
Oh,
I just
it
think
had
he
to just
wanted-
rip out of there, right? Did he? Is he alive? What
He's
does
got
it
scar
say?
tissue for sure,
There's
at
him.
least.
Oh,
Ooh. The ads are
Yeah,
just
It's a whole new, just rip you a new one.
No.
Seriously, literally rip you a new one.
and we got another picture of him hanging down here, I thought.
I don't need to see it.
Oh, you don't want to see the aftermath?
Part of me does.
I kind of do.
Wow. Pain sensations.
Maybe he's into pain. Maybe that's it.
That's
The ultimate rush.
just. Does the article say any more like detail of why and?
And what
Nope.
He's
condition
okay?
he's in? Is he okay?
He's a
Doesn't-
cheeky
Why would you
dropout.
tease us like this and give us half the story?
So you can fill in
So
the
that you
rest.
can have nightmares about the rest of it.
I would never do something like I wouldn't bungee jump to begin with. I just don't trust people's judgment and measurements because I'm like, because I saw a story about that where they misjudged and it was too long and the person just went right and right
They have
into
to
the
measure
ground.
your weight and your height
Right.
and your everything.
Yeah, it's too much. And then these guys have 3 teeth in their mouth. I don't think they're very good at figuring shit out.
Yeah, if they're hooking the clamps right to your ass piercings.
Oh.
Well,
they'll
Eric-
secure-
Eric, you're Greek, so I mean, like, do you?
You want to do a stunt?
No.
We got bridges here.
I mean, well, no, here's the thing. Tom, you said you went to medical school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I mean, assuming that these piercings weren't just skin deep, like that, those metal hooks had to go into the muscle itself to have at least
Release
some chance of holding on to it.
Or even on the
Yeah.
bone, right?
No, you're not getting to the
No.
Ozcoxa that far through. That wasn't deep enough.
Right, but I mean, like, what is the tensile strength of a butt muscle?
You can change it by flexing,
Okay,
because the fibers are like this, and then when you
So tell him to flex his cheeks.
You
to make
gotta
sure they
flex
stay.
your
Oh,
cheek.
you forgot to
But-
flex.
you forgot the
He
flex.
was too busy being terrified by the drop.
Yeah.
He forgot to flex.
Yeah, he farted right when the
I think
Right
even
when
if
he's
you're
hitting the-
flexing, once it hits and you get that,
Oh,
you're forgetting to
I-
flex.
that had to go through meat.
I don't. Yeah, I don't understand how that could have held. I really don't understand.
He's got scarring for sure, and just
well, I'm sure he had some scars in there before,
instant regret, probably. Probably.
even if they're just emotional scars. Something led up to that
You
decision.
heard the scream.
Well, I mean, have you seen those films of these Russian people? How they're just climbing up on skyscrapers
They're
and just
nuts.
like they are just have no fear. Some of that stuff, I get kind of woozy watching it on TV, like on YouTube. They're just crazy.
Anytime I see
I literally
video,
didn't watch that video
of
'cause I didn't know
Russia,
how much they were gonna show. I didn't watch it.
it just looks like Russia is black and white.
Yeah, it does. It's colorless.
It doesn't look
It's
like Russia
gray.
has color.
It's gray.
Is
The
that weird?
weather's gray. It's just
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
you have some Russian blood in you
do.
somewhere in your lineage, right?
Uh-oh.
yes.
Okay. Can you speak to like what that mentality is? Why? What is the why? Why would people do that?
Well, the lighting themselves on fire and
I
jumping
would
off towers in
say-
the snow.
Good Russian vodka probably contributes to That's my guess.
Here's a woman. I believe she
Unbelievable.
got this from South Park, but she has her life-changing way to sit
Oh,
on the
no.
toilet backwards, so she can work on her computer and eat and drink while she's
The eating and
Taking a-
drinking, it's
taking a dump.
ridiculous. I just
You sit on it backwards, but you'd have to take your pants all the way off
well,
to
she's
do that.
obviously just for the picture, but
Well, that's
well, that's how I potty train
she's
my
watching
sons.
the Badger video.
I put them on
Yeah.
the toilet
Tetris.
backwards so that because kids are worried about falling in. So, but I didn't bring them food. But I have to tell you, when I first moved up here with the girl I moved up here with, we were living in Cudahy, and we were getting ready to go to work. And she said, "I'm making biscuits. Would you like one?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she comes in the bathroom and tries to hand me a biscuit while I'm sitting on the toilet. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
You said you wanted a biscuit, man.
Don't you want it warm and buttery?
I'm just, I can eat it on the way to work. I'm not gonna. Biscuits plus bathroom equals yeast infection. It's not. If she's handing me a biscuit, then obviously she eats in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I want no
Bathroom
part of
biscuit.
that.
You don't?
Come
No.
on, you wouldn't eat on the toilet.
No,
William.
never.
It's a ship.
It's a shit biscuit.
Okay, you know what true luxury is?
Go
You
ahead.
ever drank a beer while having a hot shower?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's a
Absolutely.
good feeling.
That's a great feeling.
You never ate a taco while sitting on the
No,
toilet?
I've never eaten on the toilet. Not once. Not never.
Me either.
Well, if I look over and there's one in the garbage can, you can be damn sure I'm
In the
gonna
bathroom garbage can. Hey,
Hey,
those two
free
tacos.
taco.
I've also never had a drink in the shower.
No, I
What?
have had that. Somebody told me a long time ago
Shower
about
beer.
having a cold beer and a warm shower. It was great. It really
Mhm.
is. You've done that, I'm
Oh.
sure.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Molly, you had a question for Erik.
Oh, I was just, I was laughing the other day because I was maybe stalking your Facebook photos to try to find one for the promo.
Okay.
Sure. hmm She's
So
got
I
a
was
thing
flipping-
for Zeus.
I was flipping through photos and then I saw all of your woodwork. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I also saw your Homestar Runner, your Strong Bad picture. And I was like, he watches. I didn't even know that was still a thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love strong. Is that the one where I got both of my printers running?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Strong Bad
that was
in
a
the
fun day.
background. I was like, I spent lots of time on that site and I watched all those videos.
Dork.
You know,
They're
Erik
funny.
was.
They got them all on YouTube. You can just let them run.
I saw
for
that. After I
hours.
saw your picture, I had to go look them up and I was trying to explain to Tom and he was like, you're dumb. I was like, but this is cool. Come on, this
Windows
is-
95 graphics.
Oh yeah, that's the classic beauty of it though. It's all classic flash animation,
Yeah.
very innocent humor. It's wonderful.
I want them to get Peasant Quest back up and running though, because I
Oh
remember
my
playing that.
god, I'm fucking bored.
You get the Trogdor board game. You'll torture Tom forever.
Yes. I have to. He has no idea what he's in for.
Oh man. All right. So this guy, nope, it won't bring me to the story.
What was the story? You just tell us. Just tell us what well
The guy started a company, and in order to negotiate leverage, he stole his partner's cat
oh.
and was saying like, I get this deal, like 80% of the company, or your cat gets it.
What?
What kind of partner is that?
Nope. Nope.
Not a guy you want to get with.
Right
Stole
name.
his cat and was using it as
A negotiating tool.
wow.
Man, you don't fuck with cats.
No.
No, little kitty cat.
No.
Actually, you know what? That actually reminds me. That was something I was thinking about when we were watching that bungee jumper before. You ever hear of that guy that took some cats skydiving with him because he wanted to see if cats always land on their feet?
No.
No.
Yeah, he just took a cat and he went up in a plane and he had a parachute and then he just jumped out with the cat and let go of it to see if the cat would like recreate
Alright.
itself.
Yeah.
But he didn't factor in the fact that like cats have a natural instinct to survive and they just clung onto him. And then when he put the chute out, all of a sudden that change in G-force all of a sudden just created lots of little like ribbons of like blades just ripping through his flesh.
Serves
And
him
so
right.
he was torn apart. The cats were fine.
Good. Good.
Yeah. But
Serves him right.
exactly.
Yeah. How high up was he gonna let him go?
You're just
Even
gonna
if they-
throw him? I
even
mean,
if
come
they
on.
landed
whatever
on
you
their
did to
feet,
turn
they
Kids,
him
you
couldn't
could
do
hurt him. You could kill him.
Yeah.
What if
Do
you throw a
not-
cat out of an airplane and it just falls to the ground on its feet?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
but
a
I'm not gonna
long
try
way.
it out. And he had more than one cat.
Yeah, you said cats.
Yeah. Well, you can't just have one. You need to, if you're going to do an experiment, you have to have
A control
several
cat?
variables.
Well, no, I mean, that whole thing about cats landing on their feet when we were kids. I had a friend that had a cat, and he held that cat close to the ground with its back up. And I'll be damned if that cat didn't flip over and land on his feet, even that low.
Yeah.
he was still able to do it. I'm like, cats are cool, man.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
I'm
That guy
allergic.
got what he deserved.
But Tom really, he's got a bunch of birds. He can't have a cat in the house.
No,
That would be a disaster.
no, it would. That would suck. All right. Have you heard about the deep fake videos to get rivals off the daughter's cheerleading squad?
No.
So a mother created deep fake of like the other cheerleaders. I think there were some naked pictures and of them at parties drinking, but it wasn't really them. They weren't doing it.
Did you just Photoshop their faces or?
Well, you can do. There's like deep fake
This deep fake stuff,
Oh,
it
it's like
looks
an
so
app?
apps
real.
now. So
Oh,
the
they
mother
make it
tried
so
getting
easy.
the rivals off, but the reason I bring this story up is the mugshot of the mother. Look at that mom.
Oh boy.
Tell me she does not look evil.
Is that
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
that's
mad about
Cruella
something.
DeVille and like Amy Schumer
that's some
morphed
makeup?
into one.
Wow.
Like, is she trying to look yellow?
I don't know. That's probably spray on tan.
For some reason, maybe it's the expression, but that looks very Russian.
Look at her lips, man.
Where is that? Florida?
Oh, damn, I just had it.
Yeah.
The whole thing about cheerleading and the mothers, why are they always getting involved? Like, let those girls do their own thing.
I don't know. I just
What the hell does rivals mean? Like, were they all on the same squad?
yeah.
Like, what rival do you have of somebody that's on the same team as you?
Or maybe
Probably
they
for
were
placement
trying.
for the best like position or whatever.
Or
Oh,
maybe,
right. Everyone wants to be at the top of the pyramid.
Yeah.
I could maybe understand it if they were trying to like get like, the rival team from the other school cheerleaders to get kicked off. So like there wouldn't be anyone to like cheer for that. I don't know.
I think the mom was always on the bottom of the pyramid. Look at her. And so she wanted to live vicariously through
Maybe
her
that's.
daughter.
I mean, most of those pageant like kids.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. It's their moms living through the
Moms
kids.
living through the kids.
Yeah, it's not the
Damn.
kids that want to do it. It's,
Yeah, but that ruins the experience for the kid. I mean, like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Now that girl's never going to be like looked the same by everybody else. Like, we can't even talk to you. Your mom's crazy. You're going to sick more. I don't even want to get into it.
All right. Here's something that happened on American Airlines that I thought was crazy. People are losing it during the pandemic, first of all. So this unruly passenger bites a man's ear. He's punching some other people. There was a doctor on the plane and they subdued him. But what they tried to do was they put Benadryl in a syringe and jammed it in this guy's ass
What?
to knock him out on the plane. Well, you're 30,000 feet in a
Yeah.
metal tube. You can't have a dude punching people and biting ears off.
Will Benadryl knock you out immediately?
Some people.
It normally does, but then it wasn't working on this guy, and they reached into his pocket and found a bunch of meth.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
well.
He's flying with meth?
Yeah,
How
I
did
don't
he
know
get
how.
through security?
I don't know. 1 grams of meth.
Oh,
That would
in his
explain why the
pocket.
Benadryl didn't work.
Because if I got hit with Benadryl,
You'd be out.
I'd be done. 14 hours.
Listen, before I fly, I like to take a sedative or a Jack and Diet Coke
Yeah.
to calm me down because I do feel that, not like this guy, but I feel anxiety whenever I travel these days
Well,
because I'm always worried that I'm going to do the wrong thing. And let me tell you something, going through security, I'm like taking off my shoes, making sure my pockets are empty. The last time I did it, I forgot to take off my belt. Everything emptied because the time before the guy's like, "Is your pockets empty?" And they're like, "Yeah." He goes, "What's that in your pocket?" "Oh, it's the ticket." "Well, I told you your pocket should be." It's a paper ticket. I mean, what the? So I was so worried about emptying my pockets. I left on my freaking belt, and if you don't take your belt off when you go through, they will fill you up
yeah.
Yeah.
literally
Get after it.
for free.
Free. Don't stop till you get
Yeah,
heat.
baby, that's a tight uniform you had.
Yeah, that's surprising that they let meth slip through. Like I have on my keychain, I have one of those those Swiss Army knife, whatever, where all your keys flip into a little handle,
Right.
dealy.
Mhm.
And I just put it in my carry-on because I'm like, I don't want it, and I just drop it in. And they literally took my bag aside. They're like, "You have a knife." I'm like, "It's not a knife, it's just keys."
Yeah.
So they had to have me take everything out and show them And they're like, "Oh, that's a really cool idea." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." Now I've missed my plane.
Oh no.
They wouldn't let me take a snow globe on from Jamaica
Yeah.
because they're like, "Well, how much liquid is in there? Is it less than 3 ounces?" I'm like, "I don't
know.
freaking know." It's
He
a
was
snow
more concerned with
globe.
getting the snow home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were either going to make him stop, go get his like checked luggage and put it in the checked luggage, or
Throw it
had
out.
to throw it away.
So did you throw it out or did you put it in your luggage?
I went and put it in my luggage.
Damn right. Damn right.
I bought
And
a
I'm
Jamaica.
like, just throw it out.
It says Jamaica. It's snowing in Jamaica. It's
not,
funny.
It doesn't snow in Jamaica.
Yeah, so that's why it's
That's
funny. I'm
the
keeping the
joke.
snow.
Good.
We
Hey.
need to have it next week right here, front and center on the table. You still have it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds
Yeah.
great.
Jamaican snow globe. How's that not funny?
They had the
Because then I had to
Jamaican
deal with
bobsled.
your like rushed, had to go and do all this extra stuff.
You know how hard I work on a joke.
And then he announced that he had to go take a shit.
Everybody on the airplane?
You gotta take a shit.
I gotta take a shit.
Oh, he must be from the Midwest.
There. Those weirdos.
There was a callback from the last hour.
Oh yeah. So this new North Carolina school has to apologize for an assignment it gave fourth graders to do.
Oh boy.
This is bad.
Another one?
Oh no.
Instructing fourth graders to write pro-slavery hashtags for a Civil War assignment. So on their Twitter accounts, their actual Twitter accounts, they had to hashtag pro-war.
What?
Yes. So hashtags included slavery for life, hashtag don't stop
They
slavery,
want all these kids to get targeted by.
hashtag Confederate for life. You know they go back and look at all your old hashtags. You're just
Right.
making sure these kids are canceled before they even start.
You can't get rid of that. That's
Well,
not-
wait a minute. Hold on. Go back to that sentence right underneath the thing. That why do we need to leave the county?
Where
That kid either wasn't paying attention in English class also,
okay.
but I mean, I'm pretty sure they meant country, but I mean, that's probably a failing grade right there.
Editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is so bad.
How is that? How do you?
This shit?
What are the kids learning about history when they're trying? Like, they didn't have Twitter back then. There would be no use of hashtags.
Well, did the teacher want them to learn by seeing how people reacted to their hashtags? Like, I
I don't understand it.
I don't get it either.
and
Fourth
like you
grade,
said, that's on their social media forever. That's out there on the internet.
even if they delete it.
That's searchable.
Yeah. Here's the only thing those kids are learning is that homework is dumb.
Yes.
It's better off not doing it.
And their teachers are dumb.
How does a
That too.
teacher actually read this assignment and say, this is what I have to give the kids and not kibosh that right away?
Well, who came up with it though?
Or was it the teacher that came
Is
up
it the
with
teacher that came up with it? Ugh.
There's been lots of teachers having to get creative with all this online remote learning, and there's been lots of poor choices made.
Oh, yeah, but that's an example of being too creative.
Uh-huh.
So
You just got to stay away from certain subjects, man.
I can't believe they would. We're sorry we ruined your kid's Twitter account for life.
There's no fixing. There's no apologizing for that. I mean,
So speaking of Twitter, there was a weird bug that went around.
Twitter bug?
A Twitter bug that got your accounts banned for life.
Whoa.
If you somehow the word Memphis got attached to like COVID vaccine misinformation, just the word Memphis, right? And if you tweeted anything that said the word Memphis, they blocked your account and they didn't catch it. So what happened was there's this soccer player named Memphis Depay, and he made like a killer stoppage time goal. So everybody was like cheering on this guy whose name was Memphis, and everybody's getting shut down. Not even just about the city Memphis, just this dude named Memphis.
And Elvis now won't be on Twitter.
Yeah.
No.
So I think that's freaking
Banned for life.
Interesting.
yeah. I think they're gonna try to fix it now, but
Well, I would hope so.
you know how big soccer is around the world. That's like millions of accounts for tweeting like what a great
have
job.
you not been banned yet from Twitter?
I don't post.
He doesn't Twitter.
I don't Twitter.
He don't tweet.
He doesn't have a Twitter account. We've got one for the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to watch every little thing you say, you know, especially like sometimes if we say things like we refer to the pandemic as the poison muke because we might get some warning for putting out misinformation about a certain
Anything.
virus. So we call it the poison muke.
As soon as we say the word, like I accidentally just said it,
Yeah.
the bots are going to be Hawkeye-ing the show.
Yep.
Well, see, that's what the problem is. It's all bots. There's no critical thinking that's going on. It's just looking for tags and just on-off switch, as opposed to, oh, there's more to than just the
It's
one word.
context,
Well,
right?
Yeah.
Got to send someone behind the bots to review the stuff, and it takes
Forever.
obviously longer for them to review it.
And they review it, and they're from some other country that you can't understand what they're even
Yeah,
saying.
we got banned in Bosnian.
Bosnia.
They didn't even use our alphabet, and they were I couldn't even translate it.
Yeah.
Like, what the
It said something about false information relating to, and it had it linked to a website that was all in a foreign language. And it was like, well, huh?
And all it was this show.
And then a half hour later, it was gone. Like,
How do you refute that?
I don't know. I don't speak Bosnian. I don't even know what we did wrong.
once their fact checker actually went through and looked at it, they were like, oh, and they took away that. But it's still,
But the
insane.
damage was done. Tom was already pissed off.
yeah.
What they do is when you get blocked, it doesn't go on to people's news feeds. When they unblock you, they don't re-put you on people's news feeds. You're just, they have to search you out and find you. You know how damage was done. Thanks. So anyway, we'll stop bitching about that. Here's some good news. Guess what type of body types are in?
Dad bods.
Dad bods.
Dad bods are in.
They're the majority of body type preferences, and I'll get you some stats here.
Well,
Nearly
majority.
75% are a fan of the dad bod. Yes, I was planning on losing some weight. Unless you guys like me fat. Anybody like me fat?
Listen, I need to lose some weight before I can be considered a dad bod. I'm a grampy bod right
Oh
now.
boy.
You're not fat, Tom.
All right. Let's go get some McDonald's after this.
I'm hungry.
I am hungry. So, a figure that isn't super chiseled. So this Greek god over here, you're out. You're only 15% of people prefer that.
That's why I keep the beard, man. It's the only paternal look that I can keep.
He's engaged. He's good. He's good with his chiseled Greek god look.
Yeah, that's true. I've had no complaints with the only one that matters.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Oh boy. So, good news. 75%. That's a big chunk of the dating pool, like the dad bod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just like in general, there's the whole I think people are kind of dropping this is the only one and only physical standard that everyone has to hold themselves to.
Mhm.
As opposed to be happy with who you are. And the more you're happy with who you are, the more attractive you're going to be anyway.
It's true.
Yeah, chicks take that confidence,
Confidence, right?
Right, exactly. I'm not going to want to hang out with somebody who's just holding a little bit of shame about themselves. You can sense that.
You know what chicks hate? No matter how skinny they are, just touch their belly. Put your hand on their belly.
Don't.
Dude, what,
Ever.
you just go
Hate
up and
that.
touch women on the belly?
Ever.
Dude, that's sexual harassment.
No, I'm just touching the belly.
No.
You never touch a pregnant woman's belly?
No. No.
Come on.
Man, we've been together how long?
What's the matter with
Don't
this
do it.
guy? You don't go up and just touch a woman.
There's a baby in there.
And then there's not.
Well,
I'm not.
You shouldn't shake them either.
Baby. Ugh. It's hilarious.
Hey, I know a cheap deal on some bungee cord. Bungee jumping. Get that baby out now.
If it's a breach, you just hook them in and pull them out by the butt.
Yeah.
What is going on?
How many times do you want your ass pierced? That's the
Listen.
question. I'd go 6.
We've gone off the rails.
Yeah, happens.
Yeah, it does.
I got a worst last paycheck story
But wait,
here.
I want to see
No
the
problem.
Haggis. Are we showing that today? I have to see the Haggis film.
Molly?
Is it
The
ready?
worker says his disgruntled
We'll do
boss
this
paid
one
him
while Molly
his
looks
final
that up.
paycheck in
You want me to
pennies.
show it?
Nearly $1,000 worth of coins dumped
Sure.
in his driveway. Tonight, CBS 46's Jamie Kennedy speaking with
Check
the owner
this out.
of AOK Walker Luxury Auto Shop.
This
to
was
get
his last
side of the
paycheck.
story.
Probably $1,000 worth of pennies and a little love note.
Those pennies dumped at Andreas Flatten's house in the middle of the night as a form of payment for his final check
Covered in
from
oil.
AOK
Pennies.
Walker Luxury Auto
Now,
Shop.
this guy's a
according
dick.
to him,
Crazy.
they're also
pennies.
covered in oil.
They're covered in something. I don't know what it is, but it
Smell
smells
it.
funny.
Andreas
Oh.
says he
Smells
left the
funny.
auto shop because of a toxic work environment. The man behind the stunt, according to Andreas, is the auto shop owner, Miles Walker, and it seems like he's not the only one who left because of working conditions.
While working for him, he was my manager, and pardon my language, but he said, "You think you have a bigger dick than any of the boys? Well, we're going to prove that right now," and decided to de-pants me
What?
in the lobby and thought it was funny.
The other employees I spoke
Wow.
with say they too experienced a toxic environment.
and ripping up people's paychecks, their last check in front of their face, and tell them, get out of here.
I spoke with Walker in person about the pennies and recorded the conversation.
I asked you at all about the pennies. Do you know anything about that? I know tons about it. What's wrong with it? So you did drop the pennies over at that person's house? I don't know if I did that or not. I don't really remember. It doesn't matter. Did it or not? He got paid. That's all that matters. He's a weenie for even bringing it up.
It seemed like too much of
A
a stretch
weenie.
to ask for a
What a
penny
dick.
for his thoughts.
Why is he a weenie for bringing it up? Because he is. And because you guys give him a platform. I just told you exactly what I had to say. You guys are what's wrong with the world. Get the off my property.
Oh.
Jamie Kennedy, CBS 46 News.
You ever have a boss like that there, Eric?
No. Thankfully, I can't say that I ever did.
I did.
Ugh.
Yep. I worked concrete for 3 days. Never did concrete before in my life. So instead of teaching me, he just told me to do it and proceeded to scream at me when I wasn't doing it right.
Isn't that usually the mob? Concrete? Isn't that the mob?
Hey,
you don't want to
listen,
fuck
you
And
with
I
those
was just
people.
like,
You don't talk about it.
you,
There's
I
no-
can't believe that he doesn't remember whether or not he did that. Like,
oh, he
no one
remembered.
just has $1,000 of pennies
No, he was-
laying around.
definitely being a dick. So the guy
Yeah.
was British that was interviewing him. But he had that good old Southern boy kind of. So he needs a good punch in the face. He really does.
Oh, yeah.
He really does. Sometimes people need that.
They
It's
say
like-
violence doesn't solve
I
anything,
think
but
a
I
guy
think
like
it
that
does.
needs a punch in the face.
Just a good one.
You grab some of those pennies and you make a good fist with it, and you punch him in the face with it. Here's your fucking pennies. Paying somebody in
But it's got to
pennies.
be a memorable thing. I think you got to take out a front tooth with that lunch. So anytime he looks in the mirror, he remembers. Maybe I shouldn't be a dick. People knock my teeth out.
I mean,
Change his
seriously.
attitude right there.
You know, the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
That means you're going to get punched in the face with a fistful of pennies.
Right.
And you
You
probably
can't
have
say
to go
that's
to a
what
couple
you're
of
gonna do.
different banks to get all those pennies.
Yeah, he went out of
Yeah.
his way.
I mean, you can't
Yeah.
even get into
As
a bank
opposed to
these
writing
days.
a check, he went and got that many
I
pennies.
got into my bank.
They just sit
And then
there
mix it with
count
grease.
them up and grease. Yeah.
Oh,
Mixed
yeah,
with
he
grease,
greased them
dropped
up,
it
too.
off in a wheelbarrow. That took a lot.
So he had to stir all those pennies in the wheelbarrow.
Think he stirred them?
Yeah, you got to stir them up.
That took a
What
lot
would
of
Stoke
he
it.
use? What would he use to stir it with? Like a big oar of some kind? Like,
Yeah.
like what can you
He's
stir?
not using his wooden spoon.
You
from
use a
No,
cement
no.
mixer.
You gotta have
I would
some
use a cement mixer. You just
Pat
dump
'em.
them all in there, turn it on,
cement
pour
mixer.
the grease
fill
inside
the
of it.
wheelbarrow up.
Oh,
Do you think
man.
he had to crack all those pennies open too to get them in the cement mixer because he got them from the bank?
Isn't
Probably.
that a sore subject with you, cement?
Cement.
Look, he's been planning this for so long. He's just been collecting his own pennies in a
Like,
wheelbarrow.
I'm gonna be a real dick to somebody one day.
One of these days.
When I'm done pantsing that broad,
I know, like, how do you? And he's talking about touching a woman's belly. This dude pantsed her.
yeah.
In front of other people, too.
While
mean,
she was
like,
pulling her pants up and
how
bent
can-
over, rubber belly, she'll hate it.
Now I'm getting excited. How did he think that was okay to do that, though? Seriously,
Yeah.
they should
How did
sue
he
his
get
ass.
reported for that? Right. I hope he got reported.
Oh, I hope they sue him for everything he's got.
And Molly wears
All
underwear
the pennies.
maybe 50% of the time. That'd have
Molly?
been
What?
that'd
Are
have
you
been real
wearing
bad for you.
underwear?
Today, yes. I
Thank
am.
God.
Yeah.
Whew.
You're not bathing
It's a
suit in it?
special occasion. Yeah,
Special occasion. She put on underwear for you,
I
Eric.
did. I did.
But when she saw the Greek god look, those things are just
They
wet and
came
useless
off
now.
during the break.
Slid down. Oh,
Well.
well, you guys want to talk about the Soup Nazi kitchen?
Okay.
Sure.
I still
I love
want
soup.
to see the Haggis film.
Molly, do you have it up?
I do. I don't know if the audio is going to play properly on.
Well, let's give it a whirl since this is pre-recorded.
I want to see this.
All right.
Do you know what Haggis is?
Sheep
Eric?
lung.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's sheep guts.
With oats
Yeah, sheep lung, oats,
Yeah.
spices,
and lamb lobes.
lamb
Right.
lobes. Yeah,
Let's try doing it this way.
Molly's going to
So,
get it going
I
here.
want to know if
Scottish,
you
right?
like
That's
it.
where it
Yep.
originates from.
Scotland. We
Yeah.
were discussing it because Molly had
Right,
brought some
so
back.
I was talking some shit
Can you
on
hear
the
it?
show about how I would eat haggis, and one of our fans internationally shipped me a can of haggis to try. So we're gonna try it today.
Audio's
It
a
says
little
best
funky.
served with a wee dram of whiskey. So I have my wee dram here. It says piping hot. I looked that up. That is 156 to 174 degrees Celsius. The can opener won't even work on this thing.
Oh, it's a European can.
This is garbage. Ma,
You gotta-
it's 45%
Angry.
lamb lung and
Ma, open it.
oatmeal. So
Ma, open it.
it smells like dog food.
Okay.
It's like a cranberry.
It's dog food.
Maintain the shape of the can.
It's like the cranberry.
Oh, you can really see the lung. Oh, it looks angry.
Oh, wow. I can see it looks like oats, too. Wow.
You can make
Pissed
sausage
off.
rolls with that.
I think it would be
It's still breathing.
a little bit of hot sauce.
Just making haggis.
It's got oats in it.
All right. I think it's ready. We put it over mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah. There you go, Ma. Have a bite.
Really
You know what? I'd rather get my nipple pierced again on the show. But
She's not happy.
I'm going to do it. I said I'd do it.
Yes.
Oh, here's my dad.
Oh, Dad can have a bite.
You want a bite? It's haggis. It's only 45% lamb lung.
There's fun.
I bet it tastes good.
How much do you bet?
How did it
It don't smell horrible with mashed
Smelled like dog
potatoes.
How is it?
With those instant potatoes?
Yeah.
It's going back and forth. Well, he was okay at it. And then it's swallowing. It's where it's got a lot of spice.
The texture?
Funk. It,
That's the lamb one.
it's melting in my mouth and making it worse. And now it ain't bad again.
No, it ain't bad again.
It's a roller coaster. Ma? You're going to love it.
There we go.
Here's the roller coaster. It's not bad. Now wait, it's going to get bad. It's coming. There's the bad part. You're getting to the swallow part. That's the bad part.
She's got her.
See, it wasn't wasn't bad at first, and now it's like really rough. And now it won't be bad.
So not a bad.
The middle sucks.
The middle part.
See, now it ain't so bad.
If I was naked and afraid, it would be fine.
I would not watch that episode.
What if it was over rice? Would it have been better?
They blur it out.
I don't know.
Molly,
No.
your turn. I'm grabbing the camera.
Come on, Molly.
I thought since I was doing the camera
Yeah, I know. That's where you were
that I was going to get out of this.
Get it. No,
Like
get
it-
enough haggis, not just mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
No,
come on.
you're
Put some haggis
pimping
on
out.
that, girl.
Put them potatoes down.
Pimping out.
That's right.
Duh.
I'm gonna get away with just a bunch of potatoes on there.
Get it.
Molly.
Get after it.
Come on, they give up organs for
Come on,
this.
you've had
Yeah.
more things in your mouth.
It has a weird smell. It's definitely spicy. I was so nervous.
She went for it though.
There you go. Ain't bad right now. Here it comes, though.
He knows what's coming.
Here it comes. Here comes the ride. Are you eating more? What the hell?
Yes, go ahead. Molly's gonna clean that plate. Look at her.
She will put anything in her mouth, I swear. Gotta put a ring on that girl's finger. She's going back for more dog food.
I honestly actually don't mind it. And I think for being out of a can, like if you got it from a restaurant actually prepared, I would actually try this.
There you go.
It's got, what is that spice? It has like coriander and stuff in it. We looked it up afterwards.
Okay.
It's
So
a
it's like a
sage.
floral,
or-
like, it's got a little heat, but it's got a little sweetness to it too. It hits the back of your throat.
Those are the lobes of the lungs.
The lobes. And
It's not, I was thinking that the lung lobes were going to be like bigger chunks. Like it was going to be much chewier, but it's not. It's not,
what's
not
the
like
texture
chewy.
of the lung lobes? Like what's
It kind of coagulates into
Still
like
going
meat.
now. Nobody told her to keep going.
I actually kind of like it.
All right, the rest is yours. There you go. We did haggis.
Lunch.
Yeah, wrap that up. Take it to work. All right, everyone.
There you go. We did it.
Is that a Corningware plate?
I don't know.
Okay.
Should have brought some in for you guys.
I don't think cold haggis would be good. And I think I would prefer it fresh than from a can. That's just me.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there, Molly. I think freshly prepared from like a real kitchen.
Yeah.
I bet you that would be a delicacy.
Like if they cut the lungs out that day.
Oh,
I mean, it
freshly
is there.
lunged.
That's how they serve
Yeah.
it. I mean, Susan said she's had it over there, and it's like anything here, though. It depends on where you get it because they use different spices, different recipes. Depending on.
Oh, somebody's haggis will be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have their own recipe, family recipe from the clan, the family clan.
But I mean, we're eating it out of a can.
Yeah. But I mean, at
can't
least
really-
you got a taste of it. You know what it's like.
I ate it.
Right.
Now, have you sent anything back to that fan? Like, here's our American. Like, here's just a can of corned beef and hash. Like, enjoy this.
Oh, maybe I should.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
love
I think it's a great idea.
Although corned beef and hash, I've also tried out of a can. It's awful.
It is awful.
And it
We gotta come up
stinks.
with something better, something Wisconsin.
What, raw beef and onions.
But I love corned beef and hash. It's just out
Yeah.
of a can, it sucks.
If you ever go to County Clare, their corned beef hash is amazing.
Why don't we
It's
send them
over-
something
yeah,
delicious
right.
like a Kringle,
There you go.
like a Racine Kringle? Be like, this is real
This
food.
is Wisconsin.
Yeah, Kringle in a can. Find that.
Hey, the Elegant
That
Farmer
sounds-
has apple pie in a bag. It beat Bobby Flay.
Kringle in a can. I like the sound of that. That's
Kringle in a
awesome.
can.
I'll have a can of Kringle.
You should patent that, Eric.
Get all these cans of Kringle and
Yeah,
no
yeah.
can
You say it in
opener.
a Scottish accent. A can of Kringle. Kringle.
Oh, we'll stay on the kitchen topic here. Here's a dude who he opened a restaurant, a soup restaurant, and called it the Nazi or the Soup Nazi Kitchen. Right? Yeah, Soup Nazi Kitchen.
Like Seinfeld.
Yeah,
That's the sign, but they've got the Nazi blacked out.
yeah, the Soup Nazi Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
So everybody went into, we can't make Nazis be sympathetic, and we can't promote that, and everybody went into a rage. So he's got to change the name.
So it's Seinfeld Soup Nazi.
It's the
right?
Seinfeld
Yeah.
Soup Nazi.
Is it the same guy?
Right, which is like a pop culture reference from
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Right.
No soup for you.
Yeah.
This is a stupid idea just on the face of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So later on in the story, he says, yeah, I knew it was going to get banned. I didn't even make that our official name. I just put the sign up because here you are talking about
He
it.
wanted
Thanks.
the bad publicity on purpose.
He wanted the bad publicity on purpose.
I thought you were going to say that the name was worse than Nazi. I was hoping. I don't know if there is a worse word.
Well, but what do you think? How do you think about that for marketing?
Yeah.
He just put up a sign that says.
What if he changed it to instead of Nazi,
Watch it. Careful.
I mean, it got
Careful.
people.
the Nazi oven instead of kitchen?
God. Well, I would just say the not soup Nazi. How about that?
Yeah,
The
reverse
not-
psychology.
No, I mean nothing about it is.
You
But do
know-
you think that the negative publicity worked for him?
We're
Like, has he-
talking about it on Off the Rails.
Or people buying
Did it?
soup. That's
Anybody in that town gonna patronize that restaurant?
Probably not. Especially once it comes out that he did on purpose just to make people angry. I don't know.
how about
Yeah.
just making good soup and word gets out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Do
mean,
the old thing where you put some fan vents out the roof where you just blow the good smells of your
No.
food,
Yep.
and then let that attract your customers as opposed to being an effing
Some
troll
weird
with your advertising.
Right. Troll. Exactly.
Yep. That's
Oh.
what he is.
Well,
It's terrible.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny, but
It's funny as how it's also
it's funny that he knew people would go up in arms, and he's actually trying to use it as a stunt.
right. And here we are
Good.
talking about him too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's see how it works out. I gotta try soup. Maybe you could have Roz sell it. That's what you got to do.
Oh yeah, Roz Turner.
Roz Turner sells soup now.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
At the Metro Market there in where is it?
She said it gives her a chance to interact with people so she can
She's
just
got a
kinda,
live stage.
joke and goof off and
Yeah.
serve people soup and she
Oh,
has
that's
a blast.
cool. See, that's a fun idea. That's the way to bring people in.
You go get
Well,
some soup commercial, make you laugh.
People will, yeah, we had her as a guest, her and Samara both in studio, and she was like, people just really come to see her, and she's like, well, you got to buy some soup. She'll do a show for you, but not for free, honey.
You gotta buy soup.
Yeah.
That's the tag to that story. Everybody in every county is like, no business for you.
All right, we'll do one more story before we go. Next week, we're going to have Brian Green in the studio. Be sure to turn in for that. All right.
Yeah.
So here's a babysitter, and I want to know if you guys would pay this babysitter. While she was babysitting, burglars came in, ate food, they drank some wine, they showered, they had sex, and they stole stuff while the babysitter was there watching the kid.
Well,
And
was
she
the
didn't know.
babysitter in a separate room, watching the kids though?
Yeah, they took a shower and had sex, man. How do you not notice that?
Maybe they were watching a loud kids movie.
Are
I
they
don't know.
friends of hers?
Right?
Like up until that last little bit, it was just like, the people that live there have come home.
Yeah, maybe. But here we go.
Let's not hire her again.
Do you pay
Like,
her?
The kid's fine.
The
kids
thing
are
is, do
fine.
you pay her for the night? Or do you say, no, you ain't getting any money? Well, I watched the kid. Yeah, but they stole jewelry. They showered.
Listen, she's not responsible for looking after their goods. She did babysit. And it's look, if she was looking after those kids and did that job, she should be paid for it.
How
in
do
my
they-
opinion, she's not security.
How do they
I
know these
guess.
people broke in, or did she just have a party and she's telling the parents that these
No.
people broke in? Like,
Did they find the people?
Caught on surveillance video.
Okay.
Authorities said, yes, they did find the people.
Good. But then I don't think you could blame her. Like, she's there to watch the kid, not to watch the house.
Okay, are you hiring her again to babysit next week?
Probably not.
Okay.
What are the odds it's
All
going to
right, I'll
happen
pay
again?
you for today, but
No, I mean, you wanted to be a little more like observant of what's going on around her. But
like, hey, you're watching this kid. The shower just turned on.
she took care of that kid. You don't know what kind of sound they have in there, whether she heard any of it. She did her job looking after that kid. That's what she was hired to do.
In my mind, I'm just thinking she had her friends come over, and they got caught on surveillance. So the babysitter made up a story about, I don't know, they must have broken in.
Sounds, because otherwise it doesn't ring true. Like,
Yeah.
really, people just break in while you babysitting? It seems like it's an inside
Right,
deal,
that
in
the
my
babysitter
opinion.
didn't know these people.
Okay.
And, I just-
I would put money on whoever they're never going to be leaving their house again.
Yeah. Yeah, they gotta stay
Put a-
home.
Put a lock
Yeah.
on the bedroom.
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, where can we find your new co-op theater?
Yeah, you can check us out at interchangetheater.com. That's our official website. You can go there for information on all of our shows, all of our lessons, all of our workshops. We got a bunch of really cool events that are coming up, as well as information on how you can become an owner in the Interchange Theater Cooperative as well. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. So check us out there. Post, like, and follow us, and keep up to date with all the cool new things that we got coming up.
Excellent. Molly.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Yes. Like and share.
You can find us at Off the Rails TM everywhere that you listen to podcasts, everywhere that you watch podcasts. We're there at Off the Rails TM and offtherailstm.com.
Shop on Amazon. Use our website, offtherailstm.com.
Yep.
Click the link, shop like normal. We get a kickback, and I'm giving Molly a little pass because it is the end of the third hour. She had a big day today. Everybody did good. Good job, everybody. All right. And remember, we're not good enough.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Eric.
guys.
I hope you had a good time, man.
Oh, absolutely.